Hello interwebs, welcome to Let's Fix Computers. MacBook Air Liquid Damage. Let's go, let's do it. Got to take off the bottom. Visual inspection. Off we go. Okay, right, let's do a tour of the board and see what we've got on this guy. And we've got some visible stuff, so we've definitely got somewhere to start. Okay, so down on the right hand side of the board, we've got stuff around here. That looks like a power transistor to me, probably from the battery area. Then we've got it's generally just a bit sticky and marky all over. There we go. That's PP bus G3 hot there. Sorry, that's one wire circuit, if my memory serves me. That looks sketchy. More spots and stuff around here as well. Got some spots around these power caps there. The SSD is a bit grubby. The SSD is all underfilled, so that's probably going to be fine, but we'll clean it up anyway. Then let's just quickly spin this around so I can keep pushing that direction. CPU area looks okay, which is good, because the CPU is the big thing we're worried about. If these things take any kind of jolt or ripple, they usually die, which is game over more or less. So that area looks reasonably okay. How about under here? It's another hot area. That is okay by the looks of things. I think we're fine there. And the charger board looks okay. So no major cause for concern there by the looks of things either, unless we turn it over and find that it's horrifying. But yeah, okay, I think what we'll do is we'll clean up some of the visible stuff and we'll just see what it does. So I think we have a green light on this one already, so I don't think it's going to be the one wire area that I pointed out, but we'll see. Okay, well, it's turned on and we got a chime out of it. However, the fan is running at high speed, so it's not completely tickety-boo. Has it actually started? Right, it looks like it has actually started, but it looks like we've got no backlight. You can see there's a picture on the screen, but it's super dim. So I'm not sure if the backlight is dim or off there. Either way, it's incorrect. So I'm just going to quickly clean this up and just see what the actual answer to that is. I don't know, I think that might just be low brightness actually. Let me clean this laptop up and I'll let you know where we're actually up to. Okay, right, this thing is slow as hell. However, as you can see, I have just managed to turn up the brightness. The onboard mouse and keyboard are not working, so we're far from done with this laptop. However, the fact that it turns on and runs means that I'm largely free of any terminal stuff. This should just be a matter of cleaning up now. Quite likely, probably needs a new keyboard. So the next thing we need to do is shut it back down again and run up Apple Service Diagnostics so we can find out what sensor is triggering the high fan speed. So let's focus on that. Right, I'm going to be cheeky, and before I run Apple Service Diagnostics, I'm just going to toothbrush and alcohol over these sketchy areas, particularly the keyboard connector, and just see if that actually just clears this all up. Because there is a thermal sensor on the trackpad, so if this connector is all messed up, that explains the trackpad not working, the keyboard connect not working, and the three things, and the fan going on high speed. So let's just quickly straighten that out first before we start doing any hard work. Ugh, lots of grossness on this dude. Let's see if we can do this without having to take the battery out. We should probably disconnect the battery though. That's probably a thing I should be doing. Got to be a bit careful with the end of this ribbon. Even with just a fingernail, I'll take those traces off if I'm not careful. I'm worried about that end one. It looks damaged. I'm not sure if that's already gone. That looks bad. It might be okay. Let's test that and see if that's good enough. Oh no, yeah. Okay, in that light you can see that that connection is pretty well toast. Darn. Okay, well we'll fire it up as is and we'll see if we get lucky. We'll see how important that one actually is. And we'll leave the battery disconnected for convenience right now, just so we can easily power it off. And let's start that bad boy back up again. Okay, it looks like my good fortune continues because the mouse has come back to life and we've got no high fan speed anymore. Let's see if we've got a working keyboard. So let's bring up notes. And continue. I don't care. Okay, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0, minus plus, or equals whatever. QWERTY. Good. Astafgahajagul. Good. Did that just bloody autocorrect? Oh, it's capitalizing, fine. Okay. And good stuff. Okay, caps lock works, shift works, volumes. Yep, that looks good. Okay, right, so next question. What about the other key that I'd be surprised? What about the power button? I think the power button's no good. No, power button is not responding, so that's probably that end wire that is dead. So we are going to have to do something about that because we've got no power button. So that one's going to be keyboard sleep L. And you know what? Let's look that up on the schematic just to prove the theory. And not surprisingly, if we look at the keyboard connector on the board view, pin 20, which was the dead one, SMC on off L, that's our power button. So everything else was good enough, which is why the keyboard and trackpad works. However, our power button, the most important key on the keyboard, is dead. So we're probably going to have to replace that ribbon cable. So I'll have a look around and see if I can find one. I'll either have one in my breaker pile or I'll just buy one off eBay. So we'll get that one fixed. Past that, I think we're actually okay with this one. I'm not going to do anything else with this laptop because if it ain't broke, don't fix it is my policy. I mean, we could take all this keyboard out and stuff like that. However, if I take more of it apart, I risk breaking stuff. And as always, I provide a warranty on my work. So if it turns out there was anything else wrong with that, it'll come back in and we'll see it again. We do also need to check the battery though. So let's just plug that bad boy back in and see what your story is. Go on, get in there. We can hot plug this battery, that's fine. There we go. Okay, the battery looks like it's okay. Show percentage. It's on 0% and apparently full. Okay, I don't think the battery is okay. In fact, that battery looks pretty busted to me. Let's just see if we can get some more info on that. So, system report. Power. Right. Charge remaining 0. It says it's got 6,500 milliamp hours full charge, but it doesn't seem to be doing anything at all. The amperage is at 14 milliamps, which means it's not actually charging. What we would expect to see here is this number here, amperage, that should be positive by, I don't know, positive by 1,000 or so, or 2,000 or so, or whatever number of milliamps this thing charges at. And then when you unplug it and run off the battery, that should go into the negative, where it is draining the battery at that milliamperage. So the fact that that's just sitting on 14 at 0 charge, it ain't charging properly basically. So that battery is toast. We'll need to replace that as well. So new battery, new trackpad cable, because the keyboard plugs into the trackpad, which then plugs into the motherboard or the logic board. But other than that, it looks like the rest of it is okay. We've got no fan noise anymore, so that was happy. So that means the trackpad's good. And the keyboard is good, which means we don't have to replace that. So all in all, I think that's a lucky escape. Okay, right, I've just cut off the end of this cable and then used a file just to bare the ends of the wires again. So I'm going to plug that back in and see if that's enough. I might need to take just a little bit more off there, but that might just do the job. Let's try that out. Alright, so our cable repair is done and we've got a new battery here. So let's sit that guy in place. And just need to make sure that cable is all right, because we've taken a little bit of length off of it. Yeah, that's no problem. Right, and now we just need to arrange this. Now a bit of T5 action. Okay, and our survey says chime and an Apple logo. Lovely. Alright, thank you very much for watching, everyone. Put the back cover on this, clean it up, and it will be done. Goodbye for now.